If you're planning on making big changes in your business for the new year, now is the time to start. It is the end of 2023 and we are about to go into 2024. Most people will wait until January to launch the new thing and to do the new stuff. And if you want to wait until January, that's fine, but you should be laying the groundwork now. You should not get to the end of December and realize we're doing our New Year's resolutions and we're getting ready to change things and update our businesses and do different variations of what we're doing, and then have a couple of days to figure it out and launch it to take advantage of people who are also doing their New Year's resolutions, who want to buy into your courses and take your coaching and buy your products and all of those things. The end of the year, the very end of the year, is not the time to figure that out. That's going to lead to stress, overwhelm, and burnout for you. And it's going to mean unsuccessful plans that you will not follow through on all of the way. So now is the time. In October and November, you want to be planning what you're doing for the start of the next year. So now is the time to start thinking about what changes do you need to make? Where do you want to focus your time and energy? How are you going to change your social media marketing? What things are you going to do? Now, you can launch this at the beginning of the year if you want. I would prefer to have you launch it in December at the latest, but you can do whatever you need to. But you are going to start to align your business for those changes. And that might mean changing a little bit of how you do your social media. It might mean changing a little bit of how you're posting and how you're creating your content. Now's the great time to trial and error and to see what happens and to build it up. Because if you're making big drastic changes, you don't want to just drop those on people in January, right? That's going to be uncomfortable for them. It's going to be unexpected. And when they hit something that they don't expect from you, it tends to stop that forward motion. So we want to start dropping little breadcrumbs to lead them along the way. We are guiding them to the process of what we're going to launch at the beginning of the next year. So I want you to start testing out things in your marketing, try new things in your social media. I want you to start creating the products and services and the offerings that you are going to have for the coming year now, so that you don't have to stress come December, come holiday season, come the end of holiday season. You have to start thinking now so that you can prepare in advance. You want to make sure that you are launching new things early so that you don't have to build it up and then feel the weight of it not working in the beginning of the new year. You are going to start now to make sure that it is a slow, gradual process that's leading people into what you're doing and how you're going to be doing it. You need to make sure that you are comfortable with what you're doing. And now's the time to test, because if something is not going to work for you or you're going to need to tweak it or adjust it as you go, you're not going to want to do that while you're debuting it to everybody. So start thinking, what can I do? What changes might I want to do? I want you to sit down and make a list. What things might you want to work on? What things are you seeing other people do that could potentially work for you? What new offerings do you want? What new products or services, or what new makeover things are you going to do? Are you going to be making over your website? Don't wait until last minute. Do it now. Launch it then. That way you've got this buffer time where if things go wrong or if you get busy or if something doesn't work properly, you can fix it. If you are going to be changing how you speak or how you say things, if you're going to be changing the focus of your business, start now. Get the breadcrumbs ready to go so that people don't feel like it's this unexpected twist or turn. We don't want it to feel like, oh, well, it's a New Year's resolution. We'll see how long that lasts. We want you to be building up to the big release. And if you have to have a timeline of the beginning of January to launch these things, by all means, do that. That's fine. But I do not want you to just out of the blue change everything for them. And doing it last minute is not going to serve you in any way. So make your list. Then over the next week or so, I want you to refine your list. Cross things off that you don't like, things that don't jive with the rest of the list. Add things in. Go over it. Talk to your business partners. Talk to the people that you are using as a sounding board inside of your life and business. Have the conversations, figure out what's going to work for you, and start working on those things. Start navigating that now. Use October. Use November to figure those things out. Use December to refine those things. And then if you're going to launch in January, launch in January. But keep in mind, New Year's resolutions, the beginning of the year, doesn't actually mean anything other than what we assign it. You can do this at any point in your business, in your career, in your life. You can launch things, you can change things, you can navigate things differently. You can position things the way that you need to and pivot whenever. You create your deadlines. January 1 is not a big deal unless you make it a big deal. It can be February 1. It could be February 26th. It could be next March. It could be right now. It could be next month. It could be whenever you want it to be, as long as you have the time to prepare in advance and you're ready and not stressed in your launch. If you're stressed, hold off and wait Launch when you're ready, when you feel prepared, when you feel like you've had enough time, and that's going to serve you, your business, and your clients a lot better. I know you probably got a lot of questions, so drop those down below because I help every single year a ton of you relaunch, repivot, redirect what you're doing inside of your businesses to be more profitable. We are making 2024 our most profitable year ever. And I'm teaching you how to do that every single day here on the channel. So now's the time to drop your questions about how to change, how to pivot, how to do things, how to add in new offerings, whatever. Now is the time to get your questions answered. So drop those as we help you for the next couple of months navigate your brand new positioning for 2024. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.